Hi there, Becky here from 168 Fitness. Over the past few weeks I've been talking about getting in shape and potentially losing some weight before Christmas to make room for some overindulgence that we all give into eventually, usually over December and Christmas and New Year. So hopefully you've been following my advice and you made a start on doing some exercise and making some small changes that will make a big difference to your diet, and you've been feeling the benefits and you've seen some results as well. So I'm just going to give you some top tips over the next few weeks, and I will relate them to my own personal experience, because I am just like any of you guys. I just have been doing exercise, fitness, running, etc. For many years now, but I still have those moments where I don't feel as motivated, or I sometimes overindulge when I go out for meals, or I have a busy social life and I just struggle with timings and things like that. So I have the same barriers and so same kind of experiences that you guys will have, but I'm just probably, not all of you, but I'm probably a little bit better than most of you at overcoming those barriers. I mean, one of the things that I do have on my side is that I don't have children and I'm self-employed, so I can sort of work my own schedule, but that's because I've made that happen myself. And yeah, it doesn't mean that you have to not have a family or not have a full-time 9-to-5 job to be able to be in shape, feeling fit and healthy and achieving your goals. It's just that's my lifestyle. So, but I still have plenty of things going on that I have to work around and motivate myself around. So anyway, so I'm going to relate it to my own experiences, because this time of year is really, really busy for most people, whether it's social stuff, family stuff, taxiing around, whether it's just work's busy or whatever it is. Everyone's pretty busy and got lots on the mind, and probably number one priority isn't fitness, weight loss or weight management or any of those kind of goals, but it can still be achieved. So I want to share with you some of my experiences, and then also if you've got any direct questions you want to ask me, I can answer those in the next week and give you some specific top tips that you're after. So this week I want to start off with, obviously it's something that I've talked about before, sort of weight management and what I recommend in order to do that. And this week, but just relating it back to me, over the past few weeks I've kind of gone off using MyFitnessPal a little bit. I wanted to test myself whether or not I could manage my own weight without tracking my calorie intake and expenditure using MyFitnessPal, and the answer is a big fat no, really. Now there are two reasons for that. So MyFitnessPal is really good for, it's a free app that, if you don't know about it, free app that you can download, and it's got a database of foods and their energy and nutritional values and things like that. And then it's got exercise as well, so you add in the exercise you've been doing and the activity, you add in the food that you've eaten, and it tells you whether that's the right amount or whether it's too much, too little, and it's just a way of tracking so that you know how much energy you're consuming and burning off, and then as a result whether you'll be gaining weight, losing weight or maintaining your weight. So really simple, easy to use, and it's free, so it's really good. And I always recommend it. I think it's a great resource. But there comes a time where you kind of think, right, I can manage my own weight. I don't need to be using MyFitnessPal, and you want a little break from it, and that's really good. I wouldn't say that you should be using it for the rest of your life. However, I obviously just need to be using it that little bit longer, or be replacing it with some other kind of accountability, because I've tried it for a few weeks now, not using it, and it feels really good because you're not having to enter all your data in, and you can kind of eat what you want because there's nothing telling you otherwise. However, that is the exact mindset that it not using it encourages. So when I'm not using it, for me personally anyway, when I'm not using MyFitnessPal, it means that then I can go out for coffee and cake, and sometimes if I was using MyFitnessPal I'd just have the coffee and I wouldn't have the cake, because I think, oh, I don't want to add in on MyFitnessPal slice of chocolate cake for no reason for a mid-afternoon snack. But when I'm not using MyFitnessPal, I'm not accountable to anything or anyone, and I think, oh, I'll just have a bit of chocolate cake, that's fine, and you don't have to look at how many calories or how much fat that contains, and you're just not as conscious of what you're consuming or how much you're consuming. And don't get me wrong, for if you were doing it for your day or two, or you're going on holiday, or like, as I say, coming up to Christmas, where you just want to relax a little bit, enjoy the time of year, that's kind of okay. But if you're doing it on a day-to-day kind of basis, and yeah, that you're kind of sinking back into old habits, or just getting a little bit too kind of relaxed with it all, then eventually it will lead to weight gain, and it's really easy to do. I think I've put on a pound or two, or just haven't lost what I should have done, considering the amount of training I'm doing and sort of the healthy choices I'm making around some of these not so healthy choices. So really what I wanted to share with you is that if you've been kind of putting off using MyFitnessPal because you think, oh, I don't want to use it, you can't be bothered, then 100% I would say use it, or replace it with some other kind of accountability, whether it's writing it down, just being more conscious of what you're eating, whether it's having a specific food plan that you stick to week in, week out, day in, day out, whatever it is, make sure you've got that accountability. You can even just be telling a friend, have someone to text or someone to contact when you're thinking of having a slice of cake, or whatever your kind of vice is, whatever it is, make sure you've got some kind of accountability, something to make you consciously aware of what you're consuming, i.e. What's the word I'm looking for? It would be great, that's another way of saying it, it would be great if it was MyFitnessPal or something similar, because that is numbers game, and it's specific and to weight management, and it's going to help you to actually lose weight if that's what you want to do, or just maintain your current weight. But yeah, it can be any form, but just to make you more conscious of and more sort of aware of what you're consuming, because you could be doing all the exercise in the world, but if you are overeating or eating the wrong sort of foods, then you can't out-train a bad diet. So it's a lesson that I've learned. I'm going to go back to, I'm going to try MyFitnessPal again, and I'm going to mix it in a little bit with having a plan myself that I've written for myself, diet plan. I say diet plan, just a food plan, something so I know how many calories I should be eating each day around the training I'm doing. But I'm just going to be more aware of it, and I'm not going to start giving in to temptations too soon, because there's going to be plenty of those in a few weeks' time. So I want to make sure I'm having a good few weeks before, healthy weeks before the parties set in. So yeah. Give that a go this week, and I'll be back next week with some more top tips. Feel free to get in touch if you've got any questions. Speak soon.